So I've already primed my eyes with Maybelline's Color Tattoo in the color in the shade Barely Branded. And I've just smeared that all over my eyelid and a little bit underneath the eye. And I'm gonna go in first with a shimmery white shade to highlight the tear duct area with this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna plant that on there. Then I'm going to grab, with the same brush, I'm just going to turn it over, and actually I liked to spray it with this e.l.f. makeup mist, and I'm just going to dampen the brush by just doing one pump on it. And I'm going to pick up a shade that is kind of yellow and metal, satin finishy and yellow honey type of golden. So I'm just gonna put that where we left off and then all over the lid. And I'm just gonna stop at the crease, not before, but just right there at the crease. With a fluffier brush, I'm gonna pick up a matte black color, and we're just gonna go on that crease and inward, not too deep in. And then connect it towards the bottom, forming that 7 shape or outer V. And then I'm going to grab a black but very shimmery shade with that same brush, and I'm just going to pop that in that indent right in that hole to intensify on there. With the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush that I was previously using, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that golden color and go on top of where we stopped with that matte black. And right on top of that, I'm going to use a light shimmery shade that I used for the inner tear duct to highlight right underneath my brow bone. I'm gonna grab a fluffy big brush to just blend out and then I'm going to grab this flat top liner brush with, first I'm gonna go with the matte black to outline the bottom lash line, but then I'm gonna go in with that black shimmery shade. And I'm going to bring it almost all the way in, but not quite. Just stopped at like 3/4 of the way. I like to kind of connect it to what's on top there. And I'm just gonna dust off this brush and pick up some of that same golden color that we used for the middle of our eye and plant it right here on the inner corner, on the bottom inner corner, and bring it all the way back on top of that black, or right below it I should say. I'm gonna grab that same e.l.f. eyeshadow brush that I was using before and just dip the tip into it, into the golden shade, and then kind of smoke that bottom. Now I'm gonna grab this Jordana eyeliner in Smoky, and I'm going to line my waterline. And then also try tight lining. I'm then going to use my Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner in the color black. And I like starting in the middle of my eye and bringing it back. Now I'm going to use my NYX shimmer roll-on, and I'm just going to pop this on the innermost corner. This is in the color taupe or taupe. I'm just gonna pop this in the innermost corner of my eye, and then out here where that really dark black, and then with my Maybelline Colossal Volume Express mascara, I'm just gonna coat my lashes. I forgot to curl my lashes. If you ever forget to curl your lashes, have no fear, you could do it afterwards, but it's a little bit more tricky because the mascara will make your eyelashes kind of stick to the curler. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of minutes. But now that my eyes are all nice and dark and done, I'm going to go in and do my face. So I'm going to prime my face with Hard Candy Skin Illuminating Primer. Put on my foundation. Today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in W5, which is Sand Beige. And I'm just going to dot this along my face. I recently bought this. It's not the actual beauty blender, but I didn't actually buy it at Sephora or anything. I bought it at Walgreens, and it was like the equivalent store, like a drugstore version of it. So I'm gonna test it out and see how I like it and go from there. I don't actually own Pretty good job. I'm going to go over the center of my face with this mattifying with this mattifying powder. If it has powers, I don't know. I've never seen them. But it's gonna cover my T-zone with it. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the powder because I have pretty dry skin. So I'm gonna go over top of that with my Sunny Bronzer, same brush. Giving myself a little bit of the contour. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to put on my Wet n Wild Heather Silk blush. I'm not gonna go too dark with the blush because the eyes are a lot right now. So I just want to go nice and flushed, but nothing too crazy. Alright, and then can't skip it. Highlighting. I'm doing this with my Tiki bronzer in the color, hard candy bronzer in the color Tiki. Alright, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows just a little bit. I have kind of interesting eyebrows because they're not exactly symmetrical. I had a little accident when I was little in the playground, and if you can see on this eyebrow, it actually like has a stop right here, and then some hairs start coming down in the bottom, and that's because I was walking by the swings, and I was actually looking towards my aunt who was taking care of me at the time. I was looking at her and I was just walking towards her, and I didn't notice that I was passing by right in front of the swing where another kid was swinging, and when they swung, the corner of the swing hit me right here, which was pretty interesting, and I was very blessed that I didn't actually like get my eye taken out with it. My eyebrow suffered, and unfortunately it's still suffering, but I'm fine and I'll survive. It's one eyebrow, what can I say? Apart from that, I have also very thick hair, and that includes my eyebrows. And curly for some crazy reason. Now I'm ready for some lips. I will take your suggestions. What color should I paint my lips? I'm gonna pink outline my lips with, this lip liner is a little bit brown, but I do it in a like light wash of it, so it'll blend nicely. I just need to have my lips outlined. I just remember that I have a lip liner that I bought the other day. It's called Baby Berry from Jordana. I'm just gonna fill my lips in with them. Then I'm gonna go over it with my e.l.f. It's an e.l.f. lip balm in the color pink. And that, my friends, is all I got. I'm gonna send my sister a picture to see what she thinks.